Today we are doing a pick a card video for March 2025. I have cards 1 through 5, so think of your number now. Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer and your practical tarot reader, and I'm the author of the video course Tarot Reading the Natural Way. There's a link in the description. I also do tarot readings, and so if you're interested in finding some answers using this fabulous medium, the link is in the description. Today we are doing a pick a card video for March 2025. This card represents the challenges and opportunities you could have in March of 2025. I have cards 1 through 5, so choose a number and we'll get started. If you chose card number 1, you get the chariot. So this is a signal that it's time to move forward. Now, what that is, it's probably going to pop into your mind. That might be on a project you're thinking about doing, a job change, a move, or talking to that attractive person who's across the room. But it is time to get going. You see, in this card, we see him. He's all dressed. He's ready to go. He knows how to do this. And all he needs to do is pick up the reins, and he can get those sphinxes in front of the chariot moving. So are you sitting in the car with the motor running? It's time to put it in gear and move forward. If you chose card number 2, you get the Ace of Swords. And this says it's time for a new idea. So in the old legend, when the boy Arthur pulls the sword out of the stone, suddenly his life is changed. The sword represents this new idea. He's no longer a stable boy, but he is king. So this is what a new idea does. It can transform your life. But if you're spending your whole life doing the same things, rushing from the same thing to the same thing, there's no space for that new idea. The Ace of Swords could bring you a new idea, but there must be space for it. And that means that you can't be rushing from thing to thing or constantly scrolling. You need to have a brief moment where that idea can come in, and that one idea could change everything for you. If you chose card number 3, you get the 5 of Wands, and this says it's time to treat stress like a game. If you're really stressed out right now, if there's so much going on in your life, and at any moment, if you don't let up, you're going to get bonked in the head, that can feel awful, unless you start to look at this as it's a game. Because a lot of people will line up to play a game, even though they risk getting bonked in the head. It's or if you've ever gone to a scary movie, or if you've played an intense video game, you are welcoming that stress. So if you can see life as a game, if you can see, money as a game, business as a game, even relationships can be pretty fun if you let them be. Like if you can shift your mindset to this is a game, then it's not stress, then it's excitement, then it's energy. If you chose card number 4, you get the 7 of Pentacles. So it's time to recognize that there are periods for rest and to consider what you have accomplished. Here we see a farmer, and he's leaning on his hoe and he's considering what he has grown. He can't pick the fruit yet. There's no point in picking the fruit before it's ripe. And we can't tell if he is happy with what he has grown or if he's disappointed. He's resting and he's figuring that out. He's assessing the results of his efforts. So this month, Mercury will go retrograde on March 14 at 11:46 p.m. Pacific time. So it'll be March 15 for you in Eastern time. But the point is, when planets go retrograde, it's time for us to do an assessment of how things have been going. And so Mercury does this every 3 months or so, sometimes 4 months. And that means we can look back and say, how am I doing? So from a very practical standpoint, this would be like doing the books, or, if you had a business, announcing your earnings or doing your taxes. And this is a very important part of the process because there's no point in going on if you are heading in the wrong direction. So you want to stop and turn and do that assessment to look over what you have wrought over the last 3 or 4 months. And this is not to judge yourself, but this is so you can make a course correction if it's necessary. So this is a time where you do an assessment. If you chose card number 5, you get the 2 of Cups. So this card, of course, is about making a connection, and that might be a love connection, but it also could be a friendship, a collaboration, a connection with a neighbor. The interesting part of this card, of course, is they both have a cup. So they have something that they both are doing. They're sharing this experience. And so when you are meeting people during the course of the month, look for what you share. Look for the shared experiences, shared memories, or some sort of connection. This can be a real healing experience because we're often drawn to people who are doing what we're doing. So when you're out in the world, look for what you have in common with people and start some conversations. And if you're looking for love, there's some real possibilities this month. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do check out my video course, Tarot Reading the Natural Way. That link is in the description. And if you would like answers right away, consider getting a tarot reading. That link is also in the description. I'll see you in the next video.